from Shams, we got breaking news. Draymond Green is re-signing with the Golden State Warriors on a 4-year, $100 million contract. Pretty big contract. Originally, about a year ago, Draymond Green said that he was looking for about 5 years, 162.3, I believe. I said 5 years, 140. He signs a 4-year, $100 million contract. So I want to know, what is your reaction to Draymond Green deciding to stay and re-sign on a long-term deal with the Golden State Warriors?
I guess his talk and his bluster about it was bigger than his willingness to really hold fast and try to get a deal like that, huh? 4 years, $100 million is a lot lower than I thought he'd be happy to take or willing to take. I mean, he's probably not that happy with 4 years, $100 million, but he took it. So, that's $25 million a year. That's probably actually a pretty good deal for the Warriors.
Really, you think it's a good idea for the Warriors? And by the way, I will
better
say,
deal for the Warriors than for him. Why didn't he hold out? And maybe there's no other teams that were willing to go more than that.
Well, that's what I said.
How come he didn't hold out? Why didn't he let the free agency play out and see what kind of offers he got? Maybe he was thinking he wouldn't even get this much.
Maybe
they tested the waters. Right? Can they? Maybe they can't do anything. They probably can't. This is the first day, right?
This is the free agency period is officially opened up. So all trades.
I think he hurt himself with his big punching out of Jordan Poole and his radical, unstable behavior out on the court sometimes when he's getting these technical fouls and in key situations. Some that might turn some teams off.
Could.
So, but he's back with them. I'd say the Warriors actually, I think, get a decent deal, and 4 years, that's it for him, really, after this, right?
He'll be 37 by the end.
Yeah, so that's it for him, really. He's not going to get any big deal after that. So I'd say he kind of looked at the market and decided, maybe I'm not worth as much as I think I am.
Could be. I think it could be a combination of that. I definitely think Draymond Green, and I said that, I don't think Draymond Green's value is that big outside of the Warriors. And it could also be the fact that he just wants to come back to Golden State on a long-term, relatively reasonable deal. It could be a combination of the two, or it could be one or the other. Because I think with the way that Draymond Green has been playing, he's not a triple-digit guy. He's not a triple-double guy. He's a triple-single guy. 8 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. It's efficient for what the Warriors do. So teams might not be looking for a 33-year-old who can't average 10 points, who can't average 10 rebounds, who can't average 10 assists. And really, outside of, playing pretty good defense and just pushing the ball up the court, outside of that, he's an offensive liability. He doesn't score. He has trouble sometimes against bigger defenders because he's only 6'6". So I think right now with Draymond Green signing with the Warriors, I think this is a smart idea. You keep Curry happy. The new GM keeps Curry happy by keeping Draymond Green. So he could have at least one more season, or at least Draymond Green has 4 more seasons. The 4th year, I believe, is a player option. So if Draymond Green decides, he doesn't want to play with the Warriors anymore, he could just opt out like he did about 2 weeks ago, a week ago. So it allows the Warriors to keep Draymond Green, allows Steph Curry to be happy, and allows Draymond Green to, stay where, I think he truthfully belongs, because I don't think his value is that great outside of the Warriors, like I've been saying. $25 million a year, 4th year's a player option. I think it's pretty good for all parties, honestly. So, I don't know. Draymond Green,
based on what he said, I want the max deal. I'm worth it. I'm going to walk if I don't get a max deal. Well, he didn't get a max deal. He didn't walk.
That is true.
Right?
That is true. So hey, I actually added a year and added $40 more million to what I thought, because I subtracted 20 from what he was asking for about a year ago. And I thought that may be, a little bit low, but apparently I was way off. I was a whole year and $40 million way above what I thought Draymond Green will be getting. But then again, he's a 33-year-old forward / I don't even know what you would call him. I guess he's technically a forward. He's close with Steph Curry. It's Steph, Clay, and Draymond. Those the big 3 on the Warriors. So you keep them together. Everyone's happy, and who knows? Free agency just started. They have Chris Paul added to that, so he's now officially on the Warriors as of today.
They got a lot of old players,
and they could be the oldest team in the NBA right now. And I really don't think they're closer to a championship with re-signing Draymond Green or signing Chris Paul. Honestly, I think they're farther away because they got old, slower, and they stay tiny. They probably honestly got smaller because I think Jordan Poole's 6'4", Chris Paul's 6 foot, 6'1". So
on a good day.
On a good day. So I think honestly, the Warriors right now, I mean, like I've been saying, Draymond Green brings a certain value to the Warriors and maybe to only the Warriors. Now it'll be official, technically only the Warriors because he'll be on a 4-year deal. He pushes the ball up the court, which is a huge positive, gets the offense going when Curry or Clay are already down the court. He could guard almost any position depending on the team. He has trouble with Jokic, but I think a lot of people, if not everybody, has problems trying to guard Jokic. The only major flaw is he can't shoot the ball, especially from 3. Everyone who sees Draymond Green attempt a 3-pointer, he averages 30%. He could just look away and just hopefully get the rebound.
Yeah, well, he used to be a decent 3-point shooter, right? Back in the days when they were playing against the Cavs for the championship.
He had a couple good years where he shot the 3. There was a year where he shot almost 40% from 3. There was a year he shot 34% from 3, 33%. But in recent years, it's been 30 or below, mostly below from 3-point land. So
he's a distributor now. He has pretty high assist numbers.
Yeah.
That's what I see with him.
No,
and a rebounder.
He's always had pretty good assist numbers.
6'6" rebounder.
A pretty good rebounder too at that. Averaging over 7 rebounds for at least for last season. So breaking news: Draymond Green to staying with the Warriors is pretty interesting, and I think honestly it's the smart move, and really for Draymond Green, it may have been honestly the only move.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That he assessed the market and decided this is the best I can do.
Yeah, so. Very interesting. We will see just how the Warriors do with a brand new core of staying with the core of 3, adding another piece. Chris Paul still dealing with a size issue. Let's see if they could overcome that with veteran leadership.
Yeah, interesting. They added Chris Paul. They have the core 3. I would say there won't be that many minutes on the court where the Chris Paul will be out there with the core 3. Right?
That could be true, yeah.
He's a backup point guard.
Because now, Klay Thompson has to play your middle forward, and I don't think it's going to work. You may have it just a little bit of a prototype of this lineup. Chris Paul, Curry, Klay, Draymond, Kevon Looney. That would be your 5. And your defense wouldn't be great. Your offense would be pretty good, I think, because Chris Paul's a distributor.
Which offense are you going to be running? Are you going to be running a half-court offense? That's Chris Paul's forte.
Right, but then you also have Draymond Green, Curry, who push the ball up the court.
That's right. I don't know I don't understand it.
Yeah, we talked about that on Monday. It's what Steve Kerr said before. I think I still the quote here. He's talking about they haven't changed. They made this big move without changing their identity. They got a guy who plays an entirely different offense than you.
I know.
So
that must mean he doesn't play with the core 3.
Could be. Yeah, he's probably going to stay on the bench. Yeah. You make a good point. I don't know if we'll ever see Chris Paul in the core 3 together.
In a close game in the fourth quarter, do they have him out there with the core 3?
You might.
Maybe.
You might.
Well, they'll try it for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Whether it works or not, I don't know.
That's a good point.
He'll be huffing and puffing up and down the court if they play in their regular offense, right?
Maybe. No, I guarantee he'll probably average 25 minutes, 26 minutes a game. I don't see him averaging 30-plus minutes.
No, I don't either.
Those are starters minutes.
He's too old, and he gets injured too easily.
And I think that's the main thing. You don't want to deal with any of Chris Paul's injuries. I'm trying to look up here. Chris Paul last year averaged minutes per game. He averaged 32 minutes with the Suns. He has never averaged under 31.4. He's never averaged under 31.4. I think you got to cut his minutes back. You're obviously going to put him on the bench. I talked about this before. He's never came off the bench in any single season, any game in the NBA. He's played 1,214 games. He started 1,214 games. So I think they may start him, honestly. They may start him in the starting lineup, maybe, just to test out how he does with maybe the core 3, or at least with Curry, Draymond, and Looney. Maybe take Klay off the bench. Yeah. And I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what the Warriors do moving forward. And
Steph Curry's an elite point guard.
Absolutely.
Right? You can't take the ball out of his hands. I don't understand it. We'll see what happens. I think it's more a name thing and filling the seats.
Could be.
And knowing that they needed to move Jordan Poole.
I do think.
And they wanted to bring a big name back to fill that spot. And they did that. Whether it works out or not remains to be seen.
Yeah, so I think it's going to be interesting. Chris Paul, now he's officially on the team. Draymond Green signs a 4-year, $100 million contract with the 4th year being a player option. We will see just how the Warriors do coming up this season. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, if you want to check out the full episode, make sure you click the I in the top right-hand corner right now. If you want to listen to this show anywhere you go, make sure you go to anchor.fm/The Harvey Hour or anywhere you get your podcasts.